Hi everyone, this is Dan and going to be looking at some of my recent purchases. Also kind of call this video an ode to eTopps. I love the eTopps cards. They don't make them anymore, but I think they were just really cool looking cards. I like getting them when they still have the original encapsulation. They're numbered, not, they're pretty scarce in that there's no parallels, so that's something that's nice. There's not like a red and a green and different foils. Part of the other thing I did with these was, when it turns into a long story, it was basically supposed to go away. It wasn't able to go away, so had a little bit of extra money, and we were talking about going to casino, and then it turned into, well, okay, if we could put in a certain amount of money into cards, who are some potential Hall of Famers, right? It's not the Hall of Famers like, potentially Soto or, the Yoder Alvarez, a lot of these younger guys. It's more who's older and not on the path maybe as clearly as an Arenado or a Trout or a Betts. So came up with Freddie Freeman, Mike Stanton, and the long shot is Chris Sale. So you just wanted to put a little bit of money into those, sort of just like a long-term gamble. And at the same time, I just liked their eTopps cards and kind of put the most money in Freddie Freeman. So to start, here's, again, just wanted to put some money aside. Instead of going to a casino, I was like, oh, what if I put a couple $100 in and get like I thought this was a really nice card. The X-Fractor of Freddie Freeman. I really like the 2011 Finest. I think they're really cool looking cards. This is numbered to $2.99, and got this on My Slabs, which is, I'm not a paid shill for My Slabs. I just really like them living in a high tax state. Whatever's on there, you pay only 1% more, so shipping and everything's included. You don't have to add tax and shipping and things like that. So I've gotten some good deals, and they don't take much of a cut, so you can get a better deal from the seller. Excuse me. It's also good for them, so good for the buyer, and I can usually get, good cards for less than comps, and it works out well for the seller also. I love this card, this Freddie Freeman card. I think also because I wanted really want the Mike Trout, and the Mike Trout's really expensive. This card was nowhere close. This card was about $50. The other card was only not only, but it was $95. So I spent about $150 altogether on Freddie Freeman cards. I think he has a pretty good, of the three guys that I put money into, he's the one I put the most into. So $150 for these two cards. Normally I would probably have bought more, I'd say typical cards, but these are a little bit lower. I don't want to say pop counts. I guess like this is out of $14.99. I just like the cards. I mean, basically I just wanted to buy the eTopps cards and gave myself a couple of parameters, but I think that's just such a neat looking card. I feel whoever designed the cards in 2011 did a good job. This is almost similar to the Finest. You can't really see it here because they have the fractor, but they have that same sort of like sun ray look popping out. I just think those are really cool cards. Freddie Freeman is also a really good player. They'll talk a lot about Goldschmidt, or the guys like that. First baseman, making it into the Hall of Fame sometimes a little more difficult. They have to be really good hitters, and Freeman's been really good, very consistent. So a player that I really like. Up next is Mike Stanton. So I spent about $150 on Freeman, less on Stanton. I think I spent $85, and I got a couple of slabs here. He's I think he has 378 home runs. He's 32 years old, but he's not aging well. He gets hurt a lot. I mean, he's a big dude and just crushes the ball. He's also, I think he's like top 5 for home runs per at-bat. So he might miss a couple years. Like, I always think the magic number for him is not just 500 he'd probably get in. And he's, 122 to get in. I mean, if that's the case, 122 more home runs, 32. I don't even know he'll make it to play to 40. He might miss a year or two, so he might have 5 or 6 more years. For him, I think the magic number is actually 522. There's several guys that have 521 home runs, but if he can get, maybe 2 more years at 30 home runs each, it's a gamble. I think of all three, I don't think all three of these guys will get in, and neither, are they going to make it to the Hall of Fame? I'm not going to probably be flipping these cards, but I just really like them. I think this eTopps card is it's such a pretty card. He really did a great job, I think, designing these. I know there's a little awkward the way you're supposed to like order them online. This is numbered after $999 only. I just think that's a cool card. And here's that's the Major League. That was his rookie, and it did have the rookie emblem. Here's his minor league card. These weren't that much. I think this one was, I think, 16, and the other one was 24. So it was about $40 for these two eTopps cards for him. Again, You know, it's tough to say. I'm not going to do an advanced statistical analysis of what is probability of getting in based on the 500 home run, benchmark, but you never know. Chris Sale, this guy is the most injury-prone person I've ever heard of for a pro athlete. And it's sad, right? Was a hell of a pitcher. You know, as a Sox fan, he really helped them win the World Series. Got that card, and I like the 2011 Finest, so I got that card. These weren't that much. This was, I think I spent about $13 on Chris Sale. Wouldn't be betting that much more on Chris Sale because he gets hurt so often. Literally, I always think he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be almost like in cartoons when like a 1,000-pound Acme weight falls out of the sky and bonks someone on the head. It would be Chris Sale. But you know, he got like hurt his ribs, and then he I think he was rehabbing that, and he like fell off his bike and he broke his wrist. And then finally, when he did make his way back, like literally the first inning almost he was playing, first inning, not exaggerating, he got a fastball off the pinky and he broke his hand. So hopefully he's missed 2 years. And before that, he had Tommy John surgery. So hell of a pitcher is just, you know, can he come back? Can he have 4 or 5 more good years? He's kind of one of those tall, lanky guys. So you never know. But I think between Freeman, Giancarlo, these are the old rookies that have Mike Stanton on it, and just changed his first name, and Chris Sale, one of them. If I'm going to bet on anyone, probably be Freddie Freeman. But you never know. Maybe 2 of them make it in. Unlikely that all 3 will make it in, but I think hopefully at least one of these guys makes it in. And the other ones, you know, instead of throwing some money down at a casino, it was a little more fun to get some baseball cards, especially of eTopps that I liked. I did also get, like I said, I really like eTopps, so did have 2 other pickups. And these cards are kind of surprisingly not super expensive. Both these were about $30 a pop. The Bryce Harper rookie, I think that's so, it almost looks like a Japanese manga character. Like it's obviously he's posing. He didn't run exactly like that, but I just think it's such a nice looking card. Both the front and the back, and it's encapsulated really well. Nice shine to it. I like that card. And the Goldschmidt. Both these are minor league cards. So Goldschmidt does have an eTopps rookie, but is that one numbered to 749? But I think they're really cool looking cards. So that's it. Some eTopps cards, some recent pickups, some gambling on future potential Hall of Famers. Not all 3 of them probably. Be great if they did. But my money would be on Freeman first, then Stanton, then Chris Sale if he can not get hit by a giant weight falling out of the sky or any other type of ailment that has befallen him over and over again. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.